Coming week, almost every church has a conversion, a fasting, or something. Something on spiritual emphasis to reflect the blood and the release of salvation unto mankind. And we're all going to commemorate it in one way or the other. And I'm excited also that it brings and affirms for us that Christ indeed came, that he walked on earth, that he went to that cross, he gladly accepted the crucifixion, shed his blood so that you and I receive salvation. Say amen to that. It sounds very macabre. It sounds very sadistic to celebrate death and somebody's suffering. I mean, sometimes we take it lightly. It has become symbolic and routine that Jesus died for us. And we are happy and celebrating because we are liberated. I'm not sure if I said that about any of your relatives. The past, I will be forgiven. That's how serious it is. And I would like us for once to avert our minds to the seriousness of that death. That as we focus on the celebrations of the week that will culminate on the Easter Sunday, a joyous occasion of his resurrection, we should be mindful of what it took to purchase our salvation. And it was not that easy for him in that Garden of Gethsemane, where Christ himself reflected on what was about to happen. And in the flesh, had to battle and wrestle with the knowledge of the suffering and the exhibition that he was about to go through. And yet he said, not my will. Not my will, but the will of the Father be done. The death he gladly accepted. What does that mean for you? Some time ago, in the week of Easter, almost everybody goes in black. Oh, we don't really. We go on Friday morning or the night in a black without preparation. What I'm talking about is in that week, it's as if the whole country or the whole world is in mourning. You could sense that something is going on. That something terrible is about to happen. You sensed it. No matter how vile your life is, that week you are pious. You become aware of your own shortcomings and take a journey to try and cleanse yourself so that you feel a bit qualified to be at that altar. That was the time when Pentecostalism and Catholicism led the way. And structured things according to a certain reverence. But now, what happens? We've been given a privilege to split the veil and enter in. But now we esteem the veil itself lightly. What was happening was like entering the Holy of Holies. So we took our time to prepare to encounter and renew our encounter with the Christ. Knowing that we are about to enter into a privileged place. Even if it is only for a remembrance sake. But now, the feasting of the Sunday is taking preeminence over the death on the Friday. So the things we do no longer place emphasis so much on the death and the atonement. And the celebration of the resurrection is an excuse to have a feast. It's okay. I don't want to be the party pooper. So it's okay. But can you reserve some time this week, just one day, to reflect on the Christ and what he did for you? Just one day. Can you lock yourself up in the closet and dedicate just that day in silence and in quietness, in reverence and in memory, your token of remembrance until he comes? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. That you would set aside a day of holiness. Sit in the ash. Put on the sackcloth. And hit your chest. I said, Lord, I am a sinner. But your blood atoned for my sins. I don't take it lightly. I mark a day, this hour that will not come again, in remembrance of you. If you will do so, say amen.